guys, Miss Charlie here with another tutorial using the new Attack on Titan collection from Game Beauty. I did do a tutorial using two of the palettes in here. I used them together, and then this one is for the third palette, and this is the look that I created. Warm tones, which is a lot of what's in this anime, is a lot of warm tones. There's some pops of color, but mostly warm tones, and I love this look. The one color in here, I thought it was just a straight shimmer, but it is a duochrome of orange and yellow. It's so fiery and pretty, and I also used it on my lips too. So I didn't use any of the glosses in this look because they're all basically sheer on me anyway, but I wanted to do something with a little bit more color, so I used the color that I have on my eyes on my lips for this look today. So I'm going to show you the tutorial, and then I'm also going to give you a review of what I think of the collection and the eyeshadows, because again, the glosses are very sheer on me and they're fine, and they smell like candy sprinkles. But some of the eyeshadows I do have some thoughts on, especially for someone of my skin tone. So if you're looking to get something like this with my skin tone, just to give you some reviews and how I felt about how the shadows applied, things like that. So we'll do that afterwards, but I'll go ahead and show you the tutorial, and then we'll get into the review.
Wird bald das schwarze Schwert ergreifen. Hass und Zorn sind eine zweischneidige Klinge. Bald eines Tages wird er dem Schicksal die Zähne zeigen.
'Alright, so you've seen the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. It's very simple halo look, very nice. I enjoyed this palette the most out of the three, and this again is the Cena. These are named after walls that are in the anime. This is the third wall, the inner wall, and that's what it looks like. warm tones. These two have shimmers, and most mattes with shimmers, the shimmer doesn't translate on the lid, but these do. These do. When you put them on, you will see the glitter, which you saw in the tutorial. You can see the shimmer, which is fine because it's not like glitter. It's just little flecks of shine. So when you move your head, you have a little fleck of shine. So it doesn't overtake or anything like that. But they are a little powdery, and you build on them, but they don't build as intense as these. See, to me, this is more vibrant orange and yellow, but the camera's kind of muting it out a little bit. This brown, which is called Wall, it's a reddy brown, and you do have to build it up. It did go very nicely on the eye, but you do have to build up all of these shades. They don't go on with the impact and then you have to blend them out. No, you have to continue to add and add and add until you get where you want to be. So if I was a lighter skin tone, this probably would pop a little bit more, but with my skin tone, it's still a little muted, but I like that I could build it to the color that I want, so I didn't have to start out with bam and then have to, you know, try to finesse it or blend it out. This color here, which is Wake, I thought it was just an orange shimmer, but it is a duochrome gold to an orange. It's got a tiny bit of green in it. It's very pretty, very fiery, which reminds me of one of the Titans in there, which he's on fire. So it kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, so this goes really good with the anime. But again, the colors in here are buildable. You can build them, and then those shimmers with the glitter, you can see the glitter. You can see it. But again, it's not like glitter, but you can see the sparkle. And I didn't have any real fallout because I always do my base before I do my eyes. I didn't have any fallout from the sparkles, but you can tell, you can see them up in here and things like that, but I didn't have any fallout on, you know, below my eyes. But this was my favorite palette so far. Well, I could say so far. I've used all three, but this is my favorite one. And now I'm going to talk about the other two, which is the Maria Wall and the Rose Wall. So I'm going to take them out. And just so you can see what it looks like inside, if you haven't seen the other videos, this is the collector's packaging. And it looks like it's like a book. And it tells you what's inside. And then the four main characters, which is Levi, Erin, Mikasa, and Armin on the front. Oh, let me open it. And then inside it has one of the cities that's within one of the walls. And then this is where the shadows go. And then these are the glosses, which each one of their names on. Alright, so I took them all out of, well, took the other two out of their boxes. And this is the Maria palette. And it is the more cool tone blues. This is a dark cool tone brown. I haven't used that one. And then this is a duochrome, which is like a gold to a green. There you go. Like a gold to a green. And then the blue is just like a nice sky blue shimmer. Really pretty. I used these three in my first look, and then I used it along with the Rose palette, which is more pastel. And I used these two right here. And this one Chain, this one is a duochrome pink to green. very pretty. They're very sheer. They're not like the duochromes that I'm used to, like with Divina or Terra Moon. These are a little bit more subtle, but they're still pretty and they have impact. So I used these two palettes together in the first look. When I put on my shimmer, I used my Divina, what is it, the eye primer, the glitter primer as a base, and then went over with this color here and put it on. After about an hour, it started to break up and crease really badly, and I never had that happen with the glitter primer, with her glitter primer, but it broke up and then it started to flake really bad under my eye. I was just like, what's going on? So I don't know if I put too much, or I don't know what it was with this shade. I might try it again. Well, I will try it again with either a different primer or no primer at all, because with this color here with Wake, I didn't use a glitter primer. I just sprayed my brush and it went on with no problems at all. This one is a little bit more flakier. When you go to swatch it, it is a little bit more flaky, but I figured the glitter primer would keep it in place, but it didn't. It creased and it transferred. So I wasn't happy with that, but I wasn't going anywhere, so I was in the house, so it was fine. But I'm gonna try this a different way to see if it'll work. This one I used in the inner corner and it worked just fine. It was in the inner corner, but the only problem I had was with this, plus with this color here, and which is called Chance, and then the blue, which is called Home. These two, they're very sheer. You have to build them up just like the others. You have to really build it up, and it still didn't get to the intensity that I wanted for this, but it was fine because it was just a crease transition color and then blended out with this green. It looked just fine, but it's not as pigmented as you see in the palette. So, and I haven't used them all, so I will use more of them and post them on Instagram. So make sure you are following me on Instagram, so that you can see the looks that I post using different palettes. And I will be posting more using these. And all in all, I like the collection because I love Attack on Titan, and I think the color stories match with the anime and the game, because I didn't even know that it was a video game, but they're making everything into a video game. So hopefully they will not make this into a live action movie and tear it up like they have done with Avatar and Dragon Ball and many more. Don't do that, please. It's too many seasons, too much going on. You cannot put it in a 2.5 to 3 hour movie. Just don't even think about it. Don't do it. But this was the collection. I'm glad that I purchased it. I am an affiliate with Game Beauty, so I did pay for this with my own money, but I appreciate them having me as an affiliate. So if you'd like to try this brand, they have a lot to offer. The palettes that I currently have are amazing. The Metaverse and the Adventure. I am going to get some more of their other palettes. They have monochromatic palettes like Color Pops. They have like a green, a purple, a blue, a warm tone one. I've seen people do looks with those. Those look amazing, so I will probably get a couple of those. But if you're interested in getting any of these items, the lip glosses or the palettes, you can buy them separately. You don't have to buy them, you know, in the collection, but I wanted the collection because I am a collector and this will be going up as display. But my link and everything is below if you'd like to do that. If not, that is absolutely fine. You can just go directly to the website and purchase without using my link or my code. That's absolutely fine, and that will also be linked below. And also videos that I've done with my other palettes. But I thank you all for being here, hanging out with me. You are so much appreciated. Thank you so very much for all who follow me here on YouTube and on Instagram. And if you haven't, click that subscribe button to see what else I'm coming up with. I will be doing more of my makeup collection because it's time to do those eyeshadows. That's the biggest one. So make sure you're subscribed and following me for that. But I thank you again so much for hanging out with me. Appreciate you all once again, and we'll see you in the next video.